Welcome guys to a brand new video on Solo Leveling Arise. Unfortunately, there will be no codes in the comment section. I'm still trying to get that fixed. But in today's video, I want to go over some of the issues in this game that I think the devs should try and fix. Now, I don't really do a good job trying to explain why I think these changes need to happen. I really do suck at like explaining my thoughts. I know what I want to say, but sometimes it just doesn't come out my mouth that great. But I really do hope that this video give you sort of an idea of what some of the issues are in the game. And obviously, if the devs are watching this as well, maybe this is just a way for the community to express some changes that they would like to see in the game. Because at the end of the day, we want this game to do well. The community want the game to do well. So if we have any issues, we'd like to bring it up to the developers so that they can know our thoughts and feelings, because the devs are clearly showing that they are listening to the feedbacks. Some of the changes that have happened is due to some of the feedbacks we are leaving, but hopefully I want to have this video here just so that the devs are also well aware of other issues that they might not think is prevalent in the game. Now, of course, leave your comments down in the comment section whether you agree or disagree, or if you have other changes that you would like to see in this game. Leave it down in the comment section. There might be certain stuff that I absolutely forget that I will realize later on. I've made a list of all the stuff I want to talk about, but I might have forgotten certain parts that I also think are very, very important. So community, do your job by leaving down comments in the comment section, letting me know of further improvements you would like to see in the game. So the first thing I want to talk about is the artifacts grinding that we have right now. So before I carry on, don't forget to like and subscribe. Stay tuned for more content on Solo Leveling Arise. I love this game. I want this game to survive and succeed. I will be covering this game for a very, very long time, so definitely subscribe to the channel so that you guys don't miss out on future videos on the game. Let's go ahead and get 50 likes in today's video. So talking about the artifact grinding that we have. Okay, so future AC Gamer has to jump in here because I was talking about artifact grind issue, but honestly, on further thoughts, I don't really think it's much of an issue, so I want to scrap that idea. However, there's a new thing I just thought about, which was when we actually start leveling up and enhancing our artifacts, when we start getting better ones that we want to switch into, we just have a lot of upgraded or enhanced artifacts just sitting in our box doing nothing, because of course it's not really a good piece. That's why we of course switched it out. They need to implement a way for us to actually convert those stuff into useful resources, because just selling them isn't really worth it in my opinion, especially when you put a lot of enhancement chips into that. So I think getting back some enhancement chips would be absolutely insane and very, very important. Now, I still want to mention that of course farming, even at tier 10, does not guarantee you legendary drops. So of course that is very, very irritating, but I will mention this previous in the video. I do think the devs are definitely going to be implementing better artifacts in the future. So right now we have level 55 artifacts. There is no way that is our end game gear. So if you guys are worried that you're not too strong, the game is too hard, don't worry. In the future, for certain, the devs are going to implement a new way to get better gears, better artifacts, and therefore we should be, leveling up our character. We should be powering up our characters that way as well. And I do think even though we're doing tier 10 right now, in the future we're probably going to get better like farming stages for end core missions and the instance dungeon, so we will get better levels for our weapons, for artifacts, sorry, and therefore we should be getting guaranteed drop later on for legendary gear. But for now, we just have to fight through the RNG. It's still only been a month since the game has been released. Of course, it's very irritating. Even though you're doing tier 10, the highest rarity content, you are not guaranteed a legendary drop, and it sucks. But I still don't think it's a major issue compared to the other issues in the game. But it's still something I wanted to talk about, and hopefully maybe the devs can do something about that. But I still think it's within the plan that in the future they're going to give us better gears that we can farm, and therefore they might improve the drops later on as well, because that's going to be proper end game. Now right now we have level 55 for sure. If you take a look at the webtoon, there is no way level 55 is our end game gear. We're probably going to go all the way to level 100, just like our hunters and Song Jinwoo's level right now is currently at level 80. That is not the end game. It's still they're still going to be definitely pushing us to level 100 in the future as well. Anyways, that's it for future AC Gamer. Let's go back to past AC Gamer explaining the rest of the issues in the game. Artifact grinding. Next thing I want to talk about, this is my major gripe with the game. The events suck. It's as simple as that. Most of the events we have, I think is this type of events, are just atrocious, especially this one right now. I think there's a massive mistake right here. This is 5k we need, over 5k points we need, and this needs to be done in a week. This is impossible. If you're free to play, this is impossible. A bulk of the events we get are kind of garbage. Like this is garbage event. If you're a free to play player, most of this is like garbage. Now the devs have learned, because I believe they've actually reduced some of the points required for the events. So I'm pretty sure this is a mistake, because this is hard. This is no way this is possible. Absolutely no way. If you're just doing basic stuff, obtaining one level 55, like this is just not going to be happening. Now and even if the points is reduced, most of the stuff we get in here isn't that crazy. Like 10 advancement chips. Let's say I complete all of this. The only thing I think is good, of course, getting additional artifact and enhancement chips are great, but like it's so little. It's not worthwhile. The only thing that's good, honestly, that I can see, okay, it's insanely good, is the hunter exclusive weapon design. Like, yeah, this is actually really good. Of course, as well as the event stuff, but they only recently started doing this. But like previous events like this just didn't offer much, honestly. It wasn't that insane. Even this type of events over here that is only rewarded to the top 10 makes you kind of feel worthless when you don't actually rank up, when you're not placed in here. Now, because I spend in the game, of course my ranking is going to be high, but it's still an issue that I think needs to be resolved. Like, give us good events. And I don't think this is actually an event. This is just like if you've played gacha games, you know how events function. We haven't gotten a proper event, I'm not gonna lie. For 1 month since the game has started, no proper event so far, and I would love them to actually implement a good event for us, so that we can actually enjoy special events. Because right now, this is not really an event. This is stuff you're doing anyways. Like, yeah, I'm doing dungeon exploration, okay, and I get this. There's not really an event, in my opinion. I want new game modes from the new events, like event shop and stuff like that. But this is not really an event. Like, even this rock paper scissors, are we playing Genshin are known for doing like atrocious events. They did like some rhythm game stuff. I'm playing Genshin for the combat. They're giving me some rhythm game. So we got this rock paper scissors over here. Like, is anyone really excited about this? I don't think so. Like, I just have a gripe with the event so far. It's not that crazy, it's not that good, it is not that interesting. It's not really an event, in my opinion. It's just filler. It's basically filler, in my opinion. I do like the capsule coin events over here. I just don't like the dice ones, and I'm not the only one who does not like that. Anyways, next thing I want to talk about is not enough summons. Now, people are going to say, what are you talking about? Okay, the devs do give you enough summons to at least get one copy, not at least one copy of a character, sorry. Like, you do get a lot of summons, a good amount of summons, sorry, early on. But then you're just regularly playing the game. How much resources are you actually getting every single day? It's not really that crazy. It's not really that good. Now, if you spend in this game and you're buying this pack over here, this is actually really good. I think this is honestly one of the best packs in the game. So for sure I'm buying this. But let's just say I wasn't buying that. How am I going to be getting any of these tickets over here, like the limited tickets? How am I getting the rate up tickets? Well, of course, that is by increasing your reputation. Now, the moment you've reached max level, the only thing that keeps increasing is your reputation, and you get one ticket every reputation level up, which is good. But besides that, there is literally no other way, I don't think, to get limited tickets besides, of course, when this event is available, where we can actually get 3, 6, 9, 12, which is good, I guess. But we still need more ways to get this. This is given once every new banner comes out, so it's not really that crazy. This stuff is not really that crazy. So I do think there should be more ways to get limited tickets over here. The rate of draws, we don't have enough. And then when it comes to essence stones, right now the devs have been given a lot in the mailbox, which is big W, but we're talking about regular essence stones that we can get in game. There isn't really a good amount of ways to get that. So we have this over here. If you go over to rankings, we get a bit over here. Like, if you rank high, listen, I'm not going to be rank 3 anymore because I kind of forgot about this. As you can see, rank 8, yeah, I'm going down in rank. But anyways, this is how we get some essence stones. But if you're free to play, you're probably ranking like maybe rank 10. This is only 500. This is 500 per per what, 13, no, not even 13, like 20 days, so roughly, of this entire stuff. It's not that insane. We also have this over here. We don't get enough essence stones from like consistently. Of course, we get good one-time essence stones from clearing story. We get good one-time summoning tickets from clearing the story, but there is no consistent way, no actual consistent proper way to get more summons, and that is a issue. Now, of course, I don't really notice this issue, but because I spend and I get all of these tickets, but I definitely notice that most of the tickets and essence stones I get is from me spending. It's not from actually in game. Of course, when I'm progressing in story, I can get more essence stones. Listen, I've actually stopped progressing because I just got lazy, but I can definitely beat this story and can definitely go, wait. Oh, yeah, I can definitely go ahead and finish this stuff off and get more summons. But we only get good amount of one-time clear rewards. But besides that, consistent rewards, it is lacking. It's honestly lacking in this game. If you go ahead and take a look at this, this is 70, 30. So we get 100 per day. And then we also have the monthly stuff, which is 150. Let me check. 50. So that's 200. 200. Oh, no, 250. So I could do a bunch of calculations right now. I probably, if I do any calculations, it'll be on screen right now to figure out how much essence stones we can get consistently from here, plus the Battlefield of Time. But honestly, it's not that crazy. It's not that crazy, especially with the rates and gacha luck. You're more than likely gonna have to go like 2 rotations to get your character, unless you win 50-50. Sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you get unlucky. But I'm more talking about the custom draws as well. Like, of course, we get tickets from doing one-time clear. But besides that, like, we don't really get much of these tickets over here either. Of course, recently we've been getting some from the mailbox, like right here. But we need consistent ways, of course, from here as well. But we need proper consistent ways to get essence stones besides waiting for the devs to actually give us from developer notes and stuff like that. You know, that would be cool. I've spent a lot in this game, so I definitely do understand why a lot of people do feel like they don't get a lot of summons. I don't notice it until right now when I actually took a deep dive in it, because a lot of content creators, we spend, so we don't really notice this stuff. But when you sit back and try and look at how the average player are playing this game, you will realize that we don't get enough summons. Another thing I want to talk about is gold. Like, gold is still scarce. Now, they've actually decided that they're gonna make sure that if you're trying to swap your artifacts from if your artifacts are +5, you're trying to unselect it, unequip it, it won't cost you gold. But still, so many stuff in this game requires gold that a lot of free-to-play players are noticing that gold stops you from progressing. Now, I don't notice it right now, again, because I spend. But I know for a fact, gold is a massive issue for everyone, for every free-to-play player. Gold is needed to level up. Gold is needed for advancement. Gold is needed for your skills. Gold is needed for your artifacts. Gold is needed for your weapons. Gold is needed for everything, literally everything. And it is still very, very scarce. We don't have a proper way to get gold. They did originally increase the gold you get from gates, but like, it's not that crazy either. It's not that good. Honestly, gold from Essence Dungeon and core missions, we don't get a lot of gold. I am not gonna lie, we don't get a lot of gold. Gold is still an issue, and I think the main reason why the devs are earning a lot of money is because people realize that if you just spend £5, you get a lot of gold. Like, the game basically makes it hard for you to get gold, and then it kind of feels like, okay, I'm forced to now spend to get that $5, spend $5 to get 1 million gold. And then you're like, okay, cool, I'm set. Actually, you're not set if you get 1 million gold, because you still have a lot of upgrades to do. So, like, I've spent over £700. Of course, I've had to upgrade a bunch of stuff. Over £700. And my gold is still looking as shit as this. Bro, that clearly tells you we have a gold issue. It clearly tells you. Of course, I've had to level up a couple of characters and, you know, upgrade stuff. So let me show you guys. Like, most of character level 40, but it's not even like a crazy amount. It's not a crazy amount. I have to work on a lot of artifacts, a lot of weapons as well. If I go over to weapons, right here, this is how it's looking like. So look, I haven't even leveled up a lot of weapons, honestly. I haven't leveled up a lot of weapons. So yeah, the gold is still an issue. Gold is still an issue. Of course, with the amount of artifacts we still have to keep recycling and creating, we spend more gold in here as well. Now, another thing I would like them to change is gates. Now, they mentioned in the latest developer notes for the gates that, yeah, they think the reason why people don't like the gates or don't actually complete the gates is simply because of the rescan stuff. It costs essence stones to rescan. No, it's not. Gates is boring. Gates is 15 a day. Gates take a lot of time. Gates is extremely tedious, extremely boring, and it doesn't even give you insane amount of rewards unless you do it every single day. Unless you do every, like, you use all your gate keys. It is not that crazy, and I'm not the only one who feels that gates is the worst part of this game. You don't want to do gates. It's as simple as that. Many people don't even care about the essence stones you get from doing A rank and S rank because it just takes way too long. You ain't got time for that. You're playing multiple gacha games. You ain't got time to be trying to rescan and get the A ranks, or even try and just sit here complete the A ranks 15 times or S ranks. It is extremely tedious, and right now, even myself, I get bored of this so much that I don't care. I just sit here, try and get B rank and SC ranks and sweep it, because I don't want to sit here just doing that. It's extremely boring. It's absolutely boring. So another thing I want to talk about, the gates, is it's boring. So gold, gates, not enough summons, events are horrible, artifact grind, progression, again, people's progressions are very limited. You feel like you're hard capped for a lot of time. Like a lot of time, your progression is halted for weeks until you get good amount of gold, until your character gets dupes. Yeah, progression is very hindered. But again, I do feel like in the future, when we get better gears, better artifacts, level, I don't know what level the devs are going to start implementing next, but for sure, level 55 is not going to be the end game gear. We are going to get better gears in the future, and therefore our overall level will increase. But of course, to start farming that end game gear, you have to be strong enough. So whenever that happens. But for sure, level 55, nah, that's not the end game gear. Anyways, it's been your boy AC Gamer. Let me know down in the comment section if you agree or not with my takes. Again, I think I forgot a couple of other stuff that needs to be improved. And if you agree or disagree, let me know down in the comment section. Tell me your own opinions on how the game should improve. It's been your boy AC Gamer, and I'm out.